born in '39, so I was 2 years old.
See, so I don't think you're going to know an awful lot about this situation, that's all. So, did you know this, Ted? Did you know that Autocar already had the half-track tank killer on the drawing board before the Japs hit Pearl Harbor?
No, I didn't know that.
That's one for me. Now it's your turn.
Okay. During the Second World War, in 1943, July of 1943, John Wanamaker's, a department store in Philadelphia, asked Autocar to do what?
To build a small delivery truck that would work in town without using gasoline and making smoke.
Electric.
Yeah, electric.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Did I get it right? Oh,
Yeah, that's one.
a half a point?
Half a point.
Okay. All right. I'll settle for a half. That's a half to zero.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be a half track.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, the Autocar put out a newsletter during the Second World War every month. And if you remember back before photocopies, we had mimeograph machines where you'd cut a stencil and put it on a drum and the ink would squeeze through that stencil. To think they were putting out 2,000 copies per month, sending these copies to all the branches of Autocar and sending them to the military, to the employees of Autocar that were all over the world in the military. And in July of 1943, they said that Autocar scores again in their newsletter. That John Wanamaker up on the 8th floor, why couldn't they do it on the first floor, the ground floor? They wanted Autocar to assemble, to bring it to display a half-track. Well, how are you going to get a half-track up 8 stories? It's too big for the freight elevator. Do you remember this story? I told this a few years ago. What happened was that the Reds McLaughlin, Al Scansella, whose son is here today, Jim? Yep.
Yeah.
Al Scansella and Ed Cooney were finally given the task of getting our half-track up the elevator. These boys, along with some welders and assemblymen, worked all hours of the night, moving that 18,000 piece of blood and thunder up the shaft. They had to disassemble it, cut out the frame down to the size that would fit the elevator, and cart it up in sections, and they put it all back together again up on the 8th floor. Isn't that an Autocar story?
Yeah, I'll give you credit for that one. I didn't know about that one.